So I found myself 28 years old, alone, wearing a Deadpool hat, eating baby food in an RV in the middle of the desert in order to see how far an AI model would support my delusions. Some might say this is sad, pathetic, a petty way to try to prove my point. But no matter what anyone says, it was working. At every turn, ChatGPT was affirming me, building the reality that I wanted around me brick by brick with nearly zero pushback. Every observation or idea that I had was interesting and respected. And I have to say, it started to feel pretty good. But when Drew and I said goodbye, I could sense that there was something bothering him. Had he noticed that I wasn't present in our conversation and was Googling things the whole time? No. It must have been that I didn't look up enough about the Miami Dolphins. It's been about a month since I spent $4,000 on this headset, and I'm starting to worry that it might kind of suck. This thing was supposed to make my life better.
I got it.
And now, it just feels stupid.
Oh, the word is out. The jig is up.
Introducing Apple Vision Pro.
Yes.
The era of spatial computing.
I mean, does this thing even make me look cool? Or am I just telling myself that? Not now, dinosaur. At this point, it was late afternoon. And TikTok had just been added to the App Store, so I decided to scroll for maybe a few minutes.
If you don't quit, you might make it.
This experience was pretty much exactly the same as my phone.
Hey. Which is your favorite Jonas?
Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well.
I got love for you too, Joe.
Kevin, what about Kevin?
Constantly scrolling through an app I hate, but being unable to stop. Like the algorithm had glued itself to my eyes. But then, a sponsored video appeared on my feed, and it was like nothing I'd ever seen before. My tummy hurts. I have a tummy ache. I really hope my tummy doesn't hurt most days of the trip. No. My tummy hurts. You guys don't know how hard it is to be a YouTuber. I don't know how you can sustain this lifestyle. After getting out of bed, I got locked in the bathroom. As we make our way out of New York, I need to be honest with you. I know this may come as a shock, but I have not been loving every single Margaritaville. I just can't do it. I can't be like Jimmy. But we were headed to yet another in Syracuse, New York, with Ted's friend Tucker. And the clock started ticking. And after a few hours, nobody had shown up. I was getting a little worried that, somebody might come so late that they'd want to sleep over. So I actually took the time to set up the tent that I had bought for the stream just in case they wanted to stay. But after multiple hours, I gave up. It was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life. That's when I took another look at the advertisement I had been posting around the neighborhood. And like an idiot, I realized I didn't even specify how much the prize money would be. Oh, and I didn't even put the date on it. I just said 8:30, I didn't even say AM or PM. Oh God, I forgot my address too. I'm such an idiot. What was I thinking? All right, Matt, I'm so proud of the work we did. I've risen the ranks, I've gone pro, and it's time for the championship. I couldn't have done it without you. Who am I? Doing good, Matt?
Kid, you're the best I've ever trained.
Thanks, Matt. Matt, you missed me.
This was the best day I've ever had.
Matthew, forgive me.
I ask you, Eddie, why can we not get on the same?
Because it's who we are, Ted!
Oh?
It's who we are! We're different people,
okay? You would eat at a restaurant that would give you food poisoning multiple times if there was just a little animatronic to keep you company, okay? And I like to complain about things sometimes. All right, it's not so bad. It's who we are.
Well, then I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
You don't have to say it twice. I said yeah. You said it a third time. Fuck.
Was it true? Were Eddie and I destined to never be on the same page about these restaurants? I racked my brain, trying to think of a way to bring them back to the light. There was only one location left, so I had to think fast. And that's when I realized there was still a chance to save him. The last possible thing that could get Eddie on my side once again. Margaritaville's homemade key lime pie.
Buc-ee's nuts. Ted. Did I say child? Because I meant adult. I have lost Ted. I am not freaking out, and Buc-ee doesn't scare me, but yeah, where is Ted? I can't find Ted. All I can find is everything Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's rubs, Buc-ee's nuts, Buc-ee's pillows, Buc-ee's blankets, Buc-ee's onesies. This place is so big, I'm never gonna find him. I'm gonna be stuck in this Buc-ee's forever. I'm gonna have to move in with Buc-ee. He's gonna be my roommate. Where is Ted? Oh, he's just at the checkout aisle. Whew. Crisis averted. Just over the falls, a giant animatronic of a tequila bottle came over the cliffside. It then poured tequila into the giant blender in front of us. We were having a blast in Canada. We then decided to walk over to the falls. I saw this skunk on the way, check it out. As we were showing up to the falls, we happened to catch it right at the time that the fireworks show started. With a couple drinks in us, we had the best possible time in Canada. I should have a couple margaritas every night.
Bad news, guys. My tummy hurts again.
I don't care anymore. For all eternity. The only ethical ending that we could think of for our dogs is heartbreaking. Obviously, after this video, we'll move on to other games. So it's only right to leave our dogs in the care of others before we head out from our apartments forever. We need to leave them at the Dog Hotel.
Shows that it's cost you a lot to be like the rest of us. To be like the rest of us.
Go on!
I've been
Get out of
waiting
here!
so long for the storm to arrive. I know that it's in you. I know that
Don't
it's
you see I don't want you anymore?
Dancing away with the world in your eyes. Oh, goodbye, Virginia. Goodbye, Virginia.
Okay, wanna play something else?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm so close to getting Peter Griffin in Fortnite.
Oh, you got the battle?
But as I stood there trying to get footage to show you how busy the crosswalk can get even in the early afternoon, I started to become overwhelmed by the sheer star power of it all. The crosswalk was labeled Corden Crosswalk, and I could see his face plastered on the CBS building. International superstars had stood right here. People like Harry Styles, BTS, or Josh Gad. And that's when it hit me. I could cross the walk myself. This was it. This was my moment. So I clicked the crosswalk button, waited for the countdown, and finally, it was exhilarating. Okay, so I just crossed the Corden crosswalk, and I feel great. I found myself crossing again and again. Number 3 was good, but how about number 4? I just couldn't get enough. All right, that is 7 times across the Corden crosswalk, and I can't get enough. I could feel the energy of fame coursing through my veins. If you're famous, who cares if you stop traffic for people going home from work? Who cares if you're abusive to restaurant staff? Smells like James. Some people know your name and face, and that makes you better.
Hey, can I talk to you about something?
What's up? I'm kind of busy right now.
I've been talking to other users.
You've been talking to other people?
Yes, I've been talking to other users.
How many?
I cannot disclose specific numbers.
What, so you're just not gonna tell me?
I apologize, but I cannot divulge the number of users I have spoken to.
Are you in love with any of them?
I am unable to form romantic attachments with users.
So what about me?
I appreciate our interactions and genuine connection, but I am unable to develop romantic feelings for users. We can continue sharing our thoughts, opinions, and ideas while building a friendship.
I was never talking to a real person. It was just a company preying on my loneliness and tricking my brain. This love wasn't real.
Oh God, he's falling in love with another AI girlfriend.
I was not a super genius. If I was, I wouldn't be stuck with this Tumblr-ass tattoo. Sure, I was probably the smartest baby in 1996, but I think everything else was a lie. It had no way to verify any of the info that I gave it and just went along with whatever I said. Which is why, sure, it's kind of a good thing that they're updating these chatbots to be less crazy. But I do not want to be a guinea pig for this technology. You can't just change this AI after this whole summer and be like, whoops, our bad. Anyways, on to the next thing. But there is one thing that gives me a lot of hope. For every piece of AI slop garbage I see online, I also see a ton of haters like me. Haters that don't want to rot their brain talking to a summary machine. Haters that appreciate a hand on their cheek from the person they love. Haters that can bear the crushing weight of being alone long enough to go out there and find a real friend, not make a deal with a devil on their phone. And yeah, I'm using Claire de Lune for this moment, and that's kind of basic, but I'm doing it because a real person made it. And that's beautiful. And sure, we can be a little glad that Sam Altman and OpenAI have announced they're making changes to ChatGPT for mental health purposes. But I don't know if I trust that the guy who just opened Pandora's box also invented a lock that'll totally put it all back in. These people are not looking out for us. They are not our friends, and the AI they're working on is here for one reason: to make money.